The biggest highlight of her career has to be the time she won the first Grand Slam title at the U.S. Open Women's Double Final in 2018. After finishing as a runner-up in all 4 of the doubles Grand Slams she had competed in, she had never won a slam before. The match was tense, and a close one at that, and Ashleigh did an amazing job holding her nerve through the entire match. She partnered with Coco Vandeweghe, and the two worked surprisingly well together, covering for each other wherever it was needed. With Coco's insane volleys and Ash's signature slices, they managed to finish in 2 tiebreaks, with the match point won through a net ball. Realizing they had just won their first Grand Slam title, Ashleigh Barty was in clear disbelief at first, while Coco fell to the ground in joy. The two of them happily hugged each other in congratulations and gracefully greeted their opponents. You can tell they're excited with the way they motion and smile at each other because this is a big moment for both of them. To mark their first but definitely not last Grand Slam win, the two kissed their trophy together. Perhaps one of the best traits in her cool composure that she maintains throughout a game, no matter how tense. At the Roland Garros Paris 2019 final, she faced against Marketa Vondrousova on a red clay surface which she had never played on before. Despite not being on her best surface, she absolutely dominated the game, mixing up her play and keeping the opponent on her toes. With the level of variety and finesse in her game, she made her opponent scramble all over trying to catch her shots. There was also amazing sportsmanship between the two. The match played with no grunting, just the sound of the ball being bounced from one side of the court to the other. Barty doesn't rely on power and uses her backhand slice to her advantage, making the match a delight to watch. And with the winning point scored, raised her arms in victory, but still remained reserved and humble, and people love her for this very attitude. She congratulated her opponent just the same. With a sweet smile, she went and accepted her trophy. The win also made her the first Australian player to win at Roland Garros since 1973. She is truly refreshing to watch. This was one of the most important matches of Barty's career. Played at the new home of the Miami Open Finals, both players went in to dominate. The match started off with Karolina Pliskova getting an early-on advantage. Tensions were high from the beginning, with both players fighting to win. Pliskova had the match under her command at the start, but Barty was up for the challenge. She turned the game around when she got the break back. She was determined to win, and it was clear on her face. Barty showed just how much she had evolved as a player during this match. She didn't rely on winning with a barrage with spectacular shots, but instead with consistency and a decent performance. Barty sliced and diced her way through the second set, and Karolina is truly something for having resisted it as best she could. But Barty dominated her opponent by gradually taking control of the match. In short, Ashleigh started off with textbook-style gameplay and ended in style. When she won, Barty instantly broke into a victory stance, celebrating her win. The opponents graciously shook hands and thanked each other for the game. And then, Barty went to the stage to receive her well-deserved trophy, amidst the warmest applause from the audience. Her happiness is clear as day. She said in her press conference that she was really proud of herself and her team for making it to this point. Barty meant business when she entered the court, instantly winning the first point of the game. She kept her play consistent and herself composed against Bianca Andreescu. The match was tough, but Barty, with her nerves of steel, remained calm and kept focus. Her old-school play style is a mix of offense and defense that flows with power and finesse. She knows when to let go of points and when to hold on to key points, thus excellent at conserving her energy throughout the game. She outplayed her opponent from the beginning. Although Andreescu had to withdraw from the match early due to an injury during the match, she did her level best and was rightly cheered on by the crowd. But Barty showed everyone through her incredible play just how much she deserved to win, proving why she's ranked number 1 in the WTA. With this win, Barty took home her 10th WTA trophy, and she remained respectful to her opponent, making sure she was all right when she withdrew at the end, showing her great sportsmanship that fans love her for. Ashleigh becoming number 1 ranked WTA player. It's only fitting for Barty to become the WTA ranked number 1 player on her favorite playing surface, grass. The 2019 Birmingham Classic Final was a big moment in her career, playing against Julia Gerges, who kept the pressure up throughout the game. But Barty, cool as ice, didn't crumble under it, and instead kept her composure, playing with finesse and throwing the pressure back at her opponent. Barty is a player that treats tennis like a chess match, ready to outsmart her opponent when the time is right. She is great at drawing out mistakes from her opponent, winning herself point after point. She fought marvelously for the win she absolutely deserved. Wowing the crowds and making her country proud, Barty became the #1 WTA player and the first Australian to achieve this since 1976. The opponent graciously accepted her defeat and congratulated Barty wholeheartedly. Barty was overjoyed to have won, a big moment in her career at that. The smile on her face said it all. Barty humbly accepted her trophy and raised it high for everyone to see, proving herself to be a powerhouse in tennis.